I'm going to give you the real story and my opinion on Diddy and this publishing controversy that never ends. Mase, it's your turn now. Let's go.
Yo, how dare this nigga told me he want receipts? Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts, nigga. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts, nigga. You need more proof, nigga? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. You're not signing, nigga, because I ain't need the money.
Wow, I know you can feel that. Mase is angry, talking about receipts. He said all the receipts are in your mom's name, like you put it in your mom's name. Then Mase said everybody else is dead. And that's true. Black Rob is dead. Biggie is dead. The anger and energy here from Mase is evident. This is decades of frustration coming out for the public. Here's a bad boy artist some of you guys may not know, Mark Curry. He was down at the beginning when it was Bad Boy in the Family. Mr. Curry, let's go.
Come on, let's talk. Puff Daddy gave the publishing back. Whoop-de-doo. What's it worth? What was it worth 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and what's it worth now? What did he give you back? I'm telling you, he gave me mine back a long time ago. I was the first person he called. He said, Mark, I want you to be the first person that know this. I'm giving all my artists back their publishing. I told him, why don't you just keep it and pay me? I don't want the publishing. I want the money. Come on, y'all think he doing a good thing because he give back some publishing? Come on, man. It's not worth anything. And then he don't have the Ciroc or the DeLeon, and then he gonna give $1 million to Jackson State like he doing some humanitarian type thing. He just trying to do whatever he can to keep his name relevant so he can go for a new deal because he don't really have nothing that's making him no money right now. He's not even a billionaire no more, so let's talk.
Facts, facts, facts. He says, what was it worth 10 or 20 years ago? It was worth a grip then. He's right. And then he says, what's it worth now? Basically, it's worth pennies on the dollars, you guys. It's worth literally nothing. He said, pay me. Forget about the publishing. You can have the publishing. Pay me and just keep the publishing. Yeah. Top 5 dead or alive, Jadakiss. Let's go.
Yeah, you gotta charge yourself first and foremost for putting your John Hancock on the paper. But then, like, after a few years and after 10 years and 12 years and you become of age and have kids and have a life ahead of you, nobody never took nothing from me. Like, it's hard for me to look at Diddy. It's hard to go, like, to be phony about it and pull him out on stage at the Hova concert and do the Benjamins, and it's hard. Like, it's not.
Have you talked to him about
millions of dollars? This is my life. It's worth dying. It's worth killing over. Like, serious. Don't say, Jada, you bugging. Or it's worth really killing. Like, sit down, think about it, pull it all on the table. It's really worth doing it over. Like, some things ain't worth it. That's one of the things that's worth it. So, me personally, I can't sleep sometimes. Like, I lose sleep. Like, I be ready to just black out. Like,
yo, you guys, this is from 2005. And Jadakiss says, like, after 12 years, and having kids, he can't sleep. He was saying he's been jerked. He hates having to be fake and bring Puffy out and all this and do the Benjamins and all that because he can't stand what he did. And Jada says here, it's millions of dollars and it's worth dying for. He's talking about blacking out. Wow. More money, more problems? Yeah, right. Diddy returns publishing rights to bad boy artists, including Mase. But do they even have any worth? In a surprising move, hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs, long known for taking a hard line with artists signed to Bad Boy Entertainment, that's an understatement. He's been getting this money from them for 25 plus years, has returned publishing rights to some of the artists and songwriters who helped build his powerhouse record label. He reportedly did it instead of cashing in on millions to sell the rights. According to Billboard, Diddy decided to reassign the label's publishing rights back to Mase as well as Faith Evans, 112, The Lox, and Biggie's estate. Rest to Big. Details surrounding the deals were not disclosed, but the assets are said to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. That's a lie. That is a lie. That is not correct. These things are going to be worth hundreds of dollars instead of the upwards of millions of dollars, because he's owned them. He's had them for 25 years. He's milked everything out of it. So to be able to license these rights to some of these songs now after all this time, I don't know. You'll get a little money out of it, but trust me, by him giving back these publishing rights to Mase and to Biggie's estate, I mean, gee whiz, he just jerked Biggie's mom, for 30 years. By giving these publishing rights back, it's not going to be life-changing money. They're not going to get a lot of money from that. I could see them getting, realistically, maybe $10,000 to $50,000 annually. Maybe some a little bit more, a lot less. Diddy reportedly declined a 9-figure offer to sell the Bad Boy music catalog in order to give back to the people who helped build his company. Well, now you want to do it after all this time? They say better late than never, but I don't think that applies in this one. It's almost like never, because most of the artists are dead. Biggie's gone. A lot of these guys are dead. They're gone. Black Rob, whoa, he's gone. And everybody else has kind of moved on. So, I mean, this is just, it's extremely snakish. I don't like it. It smells bad. It smells funny. Diddy's unprecedented move, which is likely to have ramifications throughout the recording industry, goes in the face of past models. Record companies typically retain the publishing rights of songs that artists who are signed to their labels make during their tenure there. However, the practice has come under scrutiny for years because it often unevenly benefits the company, lining their coffers more generously than those of the artists themselves. Absolutely, it's been highway robbery. The Lox, Mase, these dudes have been screaming about this for decades, that they wanted their publishing, talking about how they can't sleep at night, how how they're trying to make good for their children. It's just sad. It's sick. I don't like what Diddy did. I used to also work with artists. I do not like what Diddy did here. There's always a price to pay. Bad Boy followed the same model for decades, although Diddy is said to have paid Biggie out of his own pocket. Yeah, right. Sure, he may have bought him a whip, gave him a chain, when he signed him, but that's about it. When he signed him, and also paid the slain rapper a portion of his publishing rights before his death in 1997. That's very ambiguous. So he gave him a little bit of his publishing rights before his death in 1997. What, 100? Biggie's was a $50 million rapper. So I don't want to hear that. I'm not with that. Like we always do about this time. Here we go. Inspiration for the nation. I'm going to bring out 2 verses. Romans 13:7, render therefore to all their duties, tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor. And definitely to start at the end, these are men of honor. Jadakiss, that's a man of honor. Biggie was a great dude. You know what I mean? So these are men of honor, but it says, pay them their duties. Pay their tribute to whom it is due. Diddy, these men deserve better than this for 25 years. You should pay them their due. Yes, you're giving them their so-called publishing. You should cut them a check, a big check. Next verse, Proverbs 22:7, the rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is a servant to the lender. Doesn't this situation explain it all? Explain that verse like nobody's business? So when you're rich and you're in power, you can rule over the poor, make decisions over them, and keep them low and in poverty so that they cannot excel. And that keeps them as a servant. So sad. That's what we saw with this Diddy situation. Like I said, the Lox and many other artists have been coming at Diddy for decades about his publishing deals and all of this and how they were never paid their due. Very, very sad situation. Very sour, unfulfilling ending. Even though, and remember, all of this stuff was just allegedly. But very sad, very unfulfilling. I don't know if this is good enough to pay back what's due. Like I said, cut them a check. Make it right. All praises to the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. This is Crown Prince Media. I am the Crown Prince. Let's go.
Remember this forever. No one can do it better. No one can do it better. No one can do it better.